across Theta Healing?
Well, it was actually my mother. She was doing Theta Healing several years ago, and it wasn't until I had lower back pain that I decided that nothing else was working. I was having acupuncture and the pain was persisting, and so I thought, last resort, Mum can give me some Theta Healing. I didn't really know much about it. At the time she was in Australia, so she sent the healing to me from a distance, and the next morning the pain was gone. And we got talking, and she was talking to me about what the cause of the pain was, and she was saying lower back pain is financial support. And she said what I was receiving was the information was that you're wanting to have children, but you're concerned about financial support. And that made so much sense to me, because I was 30, I was considering having children and stopping work and how the finances would work. I was thinking, this is amazing. How did my mother know this? I didn't even communicate this information to her. So I thought, this is something in this. And then a year later, I gave birth to my son, and as a young mum, it was very frustrating for me not to be able to, communicate with my child, if they were hot or cold. So I thought, right, I'm going to learn Theta so I can communicate with my child. And so I found a course, went and studied it, and it was my first introduction into, developing my intuitive abilities, my psychic ability, and also working with my belief systems as well, because obviously, as I mentioned, the lower back was to do with financial support. So there's an opportunity for me to work on my beliefs to do with money and supporting myself and allowing my husband to support me also, which was very, very key. And so through that journey, it completely opened me up intuitively and psychically. And I found that I really found the work really easy. It came naturally, as though I was remembering the work. And soon after, I started seeing clients. And then the opportunity came up to do the teacher's training. I thought it was a way to improve my skills. And I did the teacher's training. By the end of the course, I said, right, I'm going to become a teacher. And here we are. We've just finished a course, and I absolutely love this work.
What are some of the things that people can learn on the course?
Well, the course, the basic course and the advanced course is incredibly broad. When I studied, I wasn't expecting so much content to be delivered in just 3 days. You begin working with your connection to the Creator, Source, Universal Intelligence. So you actually are remembering how to connect to this lovely energy. You're working with your limiting beliefs and feelings, and by far it's the most powerful way to change your beliefs and feelings. It's instant. It's instant. I've studied many sort of personal development modalities where you're doing affirmations, visualizations, goal cards, and with Theta Healing you are changing it instantly. And when people's beliefs change, their thoughts and behaviours change, and they change their life. So this is crucial. Another exercise is the manifesting exercise, where you're choosing what it is that you want to create for your life. Often we tend to worry about the things in life that we don't want, and by the worry we create those things to happen. And so by setting the intention, the manifestation, this is what I want to happen, and you're doing it in the Theta state, connected to Source, you are sending a very clear signal to the universe, this is what I want. You do the belief work to make it so that you believe it's possible and that you deserve that it's possible, and then it happens. And I've witnessed manifestation in my life, in my clients, in my students. So this is one of the most amazing exercises. You have an opportunity to increase your intuitive ability, your psychic ability, so that you're always guided by the Creator, by Source, on the best decisions. And often people, in these days, they're very lost and confused. There's a lot of fear with the economy, the recession, and so people have lost their way and they're making decisions out of fear. When you make decisions out of fear, it leads to more fear, and you're out of alignment. And so when you get connected back to your true self, to Source, you are coming from a place of love and a place of focus and balance, and you know that whatever decision you make is taking you along the right path. So it's incredibly brilliant. There's a lot of exercises, but these are some of the ones where you can apply it to your everyday life.
What kinds of issues do you work with on your clients?
My client base is quite broad. I work with a lot of women with female issues, with pregnancy, fertility. I also work with women in abuse. I work with people who are in financial difficulty, who want to manifest the right job, increase their salary, or that perhaps they've been made redundant and there's self-worth issues, where perhaps the ego's had a bit of a bruise. I work with with men as well, and various issues to do with masculine energies. And often, I find, when men are brought up, they're not allowed to cry, they're not allowed to show their emotions, so they feel very cut off, particularly from Source. So I help men get in touch with not just their feminine side, but it's more about their inner true self, getting back to their heart center, and that's where their power comes from. It doesn't come from the head, it comes from the heart. And so that they can step into their power as men and be strong and powerful, but as well as be nurturing as well. So it is very broad.
How has Theta Healing helped you?
In many ways, as I said earlier, I was studying a lot of personal development, and with Theta Healing it put me on a spiritual path. My mentors always said we are physical beings living in a spiritual body, and I never really understood what it meant to be spiritual. I always thought it had something to do with religion, but it's separate from religion. Spirituality is to do with our connection with Source, which is actually in here, not out there. So it did put me on the spiritual path. It also gave me tools for life. It's something that's incredibly portable. I know you can do it, on the bus, on the train, out and about. Something goes up for you. You can go into it and say, what's causing this? What's the learning? So in terms of my own personal development, it's really catapulted a lot of questions I had and a lot of challenges I had in my life. It's also put me onto the path as a healer. My background was sort of design, advertising, and although I loved the work, I never felt it was truly my life's purpose. So it's put me on my life's purpose, literally, where I'm able to help others in a profound way through seeing clients, as well as in class situation where I'm helping multiple people at the same time. And in terms of my family as well, and I've had many instances of instant healing which I've witnessed. Creator's done the healing, I've witnessed it, where my son had a stomach bug, and I witnessed the instant healing where he was fine straight afterwards. So in terms of healing my family, my children, it's been absolutely profound, and so it has literally changed my life completely. I'm a different person as a result, completely different, and I'm very grateful for that experience.
I would like to say off this course, I was a bit sceptical before I came on it, not quite sure if this was for me or if I fit into it. And it's made me understand myself more and who I am, and in that it is normal, there's other people just like you, and it was really uplifting, but also kind of going through like a cold turkeyness of understanding yourself and kind of feeling yourself reborn and more connected with the source, which is something I would never have said before because I thought you were talking like Harry Potter crap, but it's so true. And also this is a real biggie for me. I had a head injury 3 years ago, and I didn't understand why I had the head injury, and I seen angels standing around me thinking, why didn't they help? Am I not worthy of God? And then I understood when they took me through it, I identified in myself that it's because I thought I wasn't worthy of the help, and that's why I didn't receive it at the time. And now I've pulled them beliefs and worked with Anna, my head pain is gone. And I've had it for 3 full years, and it went just like that. And I'm like, is it really gone? Is it really gone? I keep checking for it. It's 2 days now, and it's still gone. It's absolutely unbelievable. I would well recommend the course.
I found it fantastic, actually. It's kind of quite intense, but amazing. The course itself is about releasing things that don't serve you and actually replacing them with empowering beliefs that do. So it's absolutely fantastic. Would recommend it to anybody.
I think I found the course life-changing. Some of the issues that came up in my life have been healed or removed, and there's a lot of manifestations that have occurred. I feel a change within myself, and I'm smiling within myself. I'm looking forward for the future to do more courses, and I think this is a transformation I've been waiting for a long time in my life.
It was a realisation that there is an answer. I've been suffering with bipolar, manic depression for many years, and I don't have a lot of faith in psychiatrists anymore. There's too much negativity around psychiatrists, and I found this Theta Healing to be positive and a positive step to visualising Creator God, that there is an answer out there where traditional medical practitioners have failed.
I have to say, absolutely fantastic course. Really one of the best I've ever done so far. Enjoyed every moment of it. I think Anna's a great teacher. Absolutely wonderful, mind-blowing.
you.